Well, we are back. It's a very cold, windy day. River is still pretty, as always. But I have a surprise for you guys this morning. Let's go check it out. We're here early enough this morning, we had to turn the chandelier on. Oh my goodness. Anyway, here's your surprise. Does anybody know what this is? You're gonna find out here in just a second. But everybody's been on my butt. So I picked up what everybody says I need. Let's see how we gotta get this rope apart here. And then pitch it around this side where we removed the boards. Get this sucker cinched around the tower here so that everybody, maybe I'll gain subscribers by working safely, huh? Yeah, I'm saying all that while I'm standing here on this concrete ledge 40 feet in the air, attached to nothing. Just so everybody's aware, I'm attached to nothing. But hey, everybody says put my safety harness on. Got my safety harness on, see? I'm wearing it, I'm wearing my safety harness. So y'all can't say that's not the case. Let's get this pitched over here. All right, we're pitched over on the other side. Let's noose this thing. All right, this is for all you folks that are scared of heights. You are attached to my chest. This is what it looks like, point of view, walking around this deck. You can see it's down there. It's down there. Let's grab this rope together. Oh, don't want to grab it over there. It'll end up getting all tangled up. This is the end we need right here. I think 50 feet's gonna be enough. I was wondering if 50 feet was gonna be enough or not. I believe it's gonna be. Well, we only got one tangle. Just one. That's not too bad, really. We aren't done yet either. And we have help coming today. I'm excited. I think we're gonna get, oh look, the help's showing up right now actually. Looky there. Plenty of footage. We got an overlap. Can't complain about that. That's gonna be plenty of footage and ensure this is rated for, I believe it was 650 pounds. And then I've got two other surprises for you. Well, our rope got caught on something, so we had to come over here. Oh, it's caught on that tip, that 2x4. Get out of there. There we go. That'll be helpful. No, it's not. It's only 40 feet. All right, let's get back over here and tie this off.
When did you remove that?
After we met here. And this is the point of which the man lift comes up, so if I tie it off here,
yeah, you can tie from the basket and tie on the...
It's right straight from the basket, straight to the rope. And I don't think that rope will be in our way. Honestly, we could throw it in there in the stairwell if we have to.
Just clip it right here and then it'll slide around it.
Exactly, and I've got, let me get rid of that trip hazard there.
Nice balmy fucking Friday.
It's a windy sucker, ain't it?
Oh.
Everybody says they're, oh my gosh, there's no way I could handle that. So I'm doing point of view from the porch. Just to make everybody understand it's a little crazy up here. So now I got 2 of these. This is your all's next surprise. I got 2 of these so we can put them on the rope. And all we got to do is clip to the clip. Roll with it. You like it?
Yeah.
And we'll give you, all my people, we'll give them a rundown of our past before we take off and go crazy here. Okay. Hey, yeah, I've set up a really treacherous work area. Just be aware.
This place is booby trapped.
It is booby trapped. That's what happens when you're just trying to get stuff done. Clip 1, clip 2. Now what we gotta do is clip the yo-yo to that, and we are off to the races.
Yeah, so we got a D-ring onto the back of the lanyard. Then, yeah.
Nice. Look at that. That sucker's just gonna run right around that rope. All you gotta do is yank on it.
Actually, I think it's gonna work pretty good, man.
What? You act like you were doubting me. Huh?
I had probable
This is your first day on the job and you're gonna doubt it. Huh? Probable cause. All right. All right, sir. So let's give everybody a little bit of a backstory here. So I'll start by saying this gentleman's name is Dustin. He is a friend of mine.
That can't find his pencil.
That can't find the pencil that I gave to him. Already, it's a good thing I got 2 of them. Huh? You want me to hand you the second one? Y'all see how this works when you have help? Yeah, you always end up giving your stuff away. So, it's a long story, but we're gonna make it as short as we can. Dustin was intrigued by my castle. He was like, dude, you didn't buy that castle. I'm like, yeah, I bought the castle. So he came out and checked it out to look at some other things that he does as side work. By trade, he is a sprinkler fitter.
Which nobody ever knows what that is.
Yeah, so basically he puts in fire suppression systems. I'm simplifying the conversation, but that's what he does for a living. He installs fire suppression systems, hence sprinkler fitter, pipe fitter. They're making things safe if fires happen. Well, the fire can be put out, should I say. But Dustin and I have a very long history. We both were little bitty guys. We actually went to school together from elementary school all the way through high school. We played basketball together, we played baseball together, we played football together, which ultimately is what both of us ended up playing, was football for our entire career. We played an all-star game together, right? North-South all-star game? You and I were the 2. You wasn't in that one?
No, I made all conference. I didn't get him.
I might have been a little better than him.
Yeah, skinny fast.
So anyway, Dustin, he came and looked at, he does flat work concrete on the side. He came and looked at some flat work that I needed done on the castle, and he said, hey man, right now is the slow season. I'm off every Friday. You want some help on this thing? I said, absolutely. So Dustin also helps build pole barns, and he's done construction all of his life. He's just like me, jack of all trades, professional of none, just good enough at everything to be very dangerous.
Yeah.
So you got a couple of guys here who have just enough experience to get the job done and do it the way we think is correct. But I'm sure all you professionals out there are going, you guys are stupid, which is fine. That is perfectly fine by us. So anyhow, that is Dustin. He's going to be here for however many Fridays he can be here.
Unfortunately.
And
hopefully they start warming up a little bit.
that's the only issue right now. It's cold. Yeah. He decided he wanted to be in the man lift today, so he's wearing my safety harness, and then he brought this harness. So I'm tethered off so that all of you on YouTube can be happy now that this thing's just going to follow me around everywhere. I've got a 15-foot yo-yo hanging off my back, which is kind of heavy, but you know, it is what it is. So the first step to this process is trimming off these floor joists so that we can put a skirt board across there and start extending these. Dustin and I have decided that starting on this edge next to the door and working our way around this deck to where we have been entering with the man lift, that ultimately leaves us where the door is and the one wall to get a roof on from strictly nothing but the man lift or a guy working on the inside. So this should allow us access, bringing materials up with the man lift, cutting them on the inside, taking them to the outside and putting them in. You ready?
Send it.
Let's send it.
I think we're gonna have to do a sawzall because now that I'm looking at my geometry.
Ooh, you used the word geometry. Saw don't fit in that way, does
we need
it?
a right-handed saw, and that ain't, unless we come down from the top, then we'd have to remove these boards, which
We can remove the boards if that's what you want.
I think we can Picasso with this sawzall.
You used the word geometry and Picasso.
Yeah,
All right, you get her done.
Yeah, if we're gonna use this one all day, it's gonna be a long day.
All right, let's get you a new blade.
New blade.
Yep, new blade. The White Decker Home Wrecker.
Yep.
All right, you need a bigger hammer.
Yeah.
We also have the option of a chainsaw.
Yeah, let's try one time like this.
Four.
I cannot see.
I grant unto you the 026 Super. Oh wait, it's not a Super. It's a regular.
That actually ended up. Let's try that one time. I'm just afraid if I hit a. I don't think there's any nails in there.
You ain't gonna hurt that chain, let me tell you.
Okay.
Now, obviously, I don't want you to cut through the nail, but
Yeah, chain's seen better days, ain't it?
yes, it has. But it's a full chisel tip, so it'll be all right. It can be sharpened out. And it is a steel, so it will be called new.
That was a lot faster.
Uh-huh.
A little off the line though. Which really, I guess we would take that one back a little bit. The two that matter would be this one and that one, right?
Correct.
So.
And then we got to add to this one, which will be all brand new stuff, and we can ensure a nice square edge.
Okay.
As long as we have a nailer, that's what matters.
All right, let's try our hand at chainsaw carving. That.
Yeah, that ain't horrible.
Now this one. Oh.
And those joists are still good and solid.
Yeah, no, I'm impressed.
There's no reason not to use them.
Right. Okay.
You want to wipe their nose off?
Oh, damn.
You ain't got to worry about the left one, only the right one.
Oh, this one we want.
That one doesn't have to be. This one needs to be.
But that one's the one that's shy, right?
Right, so this is all
right,
new.
You're right.
That one there you can cut with the chainsaw. That one out there would be the next one I'd cut with the sawzall.
Yeah, and then
I can cut the center one from the top side.
yeah, okay, because I don't want to be underneath that thing.
Well, what do you think I was back here when I did it? Huh?
You never know, you go crazy, man.
That one didn't be there. We'll figure it out. Dude, you got that one the first shot.
I think so.
That's cool. Good job.
Good. Alright, this one we want. And this is the line coming in, right?
That's the line coming over. So this board here, you really only need to cut part of it.
Yeah.
However, if you go ahead and cut it all the way, just that board, then you can finish the cut with this one.
Yeah. Man, I think that's gonna work.
Heck yeah, it's gonna work.
You got a little bit of a bow and whoever cut that line. Other than that.
That was me. That was when I switched saws. I went from a dull blade to a sharp blade.
Yeah, it looked like it was really dull there for a minute. No, no pencils. I can't find them. I don't know where they're at. And how far is far enough?
What do you mean?
For me.
Oh, that's far enough. It's gonna go straight down.
I believe you.
You don't believe me?
I do believe you. That's why I'm backing up.
You're gonna be pretty. You can come 30 foot closer and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're nervous about it, stick the camera in the mud. Yeehaw! Dude, that bounced off the castle perfect.
Dude, it was money. I did not expect it. It even missed that light. It had.
I know it.
Like.
That's the only thing I was worried about was the light.
That was. And
Need some help with that one?
yeah. Oh snap!
Right there. I'll keep losing it that way. Right there. All right, sometimes you got to take 2 steps forward to take 3 steps backwards. We put this first board on level. We lined it up at the high point, which then made it a little bit tall over there at the low point. When we put our second board on, we found out by doing it that way, the right-hand side of this board actually sits 4 inches above that joist. So we're running downhill severely that way. With that being said, I'm sure on the time lapse there you can see that Dustin and I were having a very, 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 very intricate conversation, because we're trying to figure out what's the least evil. If we leave it high and everything is level across the top, which is fine, we have to build up the bottom, build down the bottom, and make all the soffit, all the fascia, basically 12 inches tall instead of 8 inches tall. Well, then we got to thinking, if we do that, down there where our soffit is going to hit the rock, we're actually going to be 3 inches above the rock. So we're going to take these boards back off. We're going to go off of that lowest point, and we're going to level it at the bottom of the joist, which gets us at least even with the rock. So then when we put our J channel over towards the rock, we actually close that off and seal it up. And then over here, this joist is actually going to stick 4 inches up above the soffit board, but that's okay because that will be hidden inside the roof. And basically the only extra work we may have to do is on the soffit, where the joist is 4 inches above where the soffit needs to be nailed. But we can put some blocks in there and put us some plywood on the bottom side to fill in that 4-inch void and nail our soffit too. We're in agreement now, right?
Yep, finally.
All right, so we can still line it up on that board. No, we can't, because you won't be able to get that board off unless you wedge it out, because it's cut at an angle. Well, anyway, we're gonna get these 2 boards put back on, and it might be the end of the day, but we've made a lot of progress today, and we're gonna get these boards back on down, and we'll come back and show you guys what it truly will look like. Well, there you have it. We have it set flush with that joist, and then over here you guys can see how much further down it is on this joist. Got the same thing here, ran all the way over, but we're starting to get back closer to the top of our joist on the corner. So this is definitely our highest point. And a lot of you might ask, well, how are you gonna deal with all those floor joists sticking up like that? When we put this board in here, which will be the top of the truss, yes, it needs to run about right there. You can see that those joists stick above it. Well, realistically, all we've got to take off is that little bitty corner that you can see there above our 2x4, which will be the top of our truss. And we'll just take that, get down here a little bit closer for you guys, draw you a line. So you got to imagine that line kind of runs like that right there. All we'll do is cut this off and leave the rest of that sticking above it, because it doesn't matter. Again, we'll cut both of them, so we'll end up cutting back to here and probably at an angle about like that right there. And as long as we're below this outside point plus the angle, which this board will go here. I know it's not quite long enough to give you the true show and tell, but it'll nail into the inside of that 2x8. And then when you come over here to this wall, it'll nail into a 2x6, 6 inches below this window. We'll cut an angle on it, so it'll set roughly about right there. And then if you can just imagine that this board is actually the proper length and it runs all the way out to that 2x8, we'll put them in here every 16 inches. That'll create the roof line, put some plywood on top of it, and seal this baby up. Well, that's today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully that the explanations that we're given, and again, this is a renovation. Normally, your fascia board does not set 4 inches below your joist, but this is a renovation. So this is how we've got to go about it. This ensures our fascia, every bit of the fascia is only 8 inches instead of some being 12 and some being 8. This to me simplifies and allows us to choose the least evil. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, like, comment, subscribe.